Okay, can everyone hear me? Can you all see me? Okay. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Iqra Yakub. I have an introduction already, and I'm here today to speak about social media. Now, as you all know, I want you to all think I'm a professional counselor, okay? And I'm speaking to a bunch of adolescent girls. So I'm going to imagine you all wearing nice pink, yellow, red dresses, males as well, by the way, okay? And now I begin. Sorry. I'm here to convince you all that social media provides poor role models for adolescent girls. At the age of 16, I was a girl full of insecurities. I hated myself. I constantly criticized myself. I told myself, hey, you are ugly. I considered myself the most ugliest girl alive, and everyone else was prettier than me. To a point, I questioned myself. When God was distributing beauty, where was I? I had low self-esteem. And if anyone would compliment me, in my head, I would tell them, yeah, they're lying to you. Don't even listen to them. A negative perception I had about myself. I would come across different filters on social media. I would watch Instagram reels where it made me feel like, hey, look, you're just ugly. Look at these girls. They look a certain way. How pretty, how beautiful. They have everyone commenting on their posts, on the reels. I didn't look like that. Where did this negative perception about myself come from? Social media. That's where. I realized I began to hide myself more. I didn't want to go for family outings. I didn't want to go for dinners with my friends. I'll tell them, my mom said no. I didn't even want to attend the mosque because I was scared. I was scared that I would showcase myself to the world with different Snapchat makeup filters, and I didn't look like myself. As I grew older, okay, I had enough. I had enough of criticizing myself. I had enough of looking down on myself. So I decided that, hey, it's time to find beauty within yourself. So one fine day, I sat down to think about, what is beauty in the eyes of my Lord? I took the Holy Quran, I looked through the translation bits, and I didn't come across any surah that spoke of that my Lord wanted me to look a certain way in order for Him to love me, in order for Him to care for me, in order for Him to shower His bounties over me. If my Lord has not set the standards when it comes to beauty, why should I allow something like social media get to me? Why should I allow these Instagram reels tell me that you need to look a certain way to consider yourself pretty? Why do I need Snapchat filters to make me feel that once you use them, okay, then you're the prettiest girl in the world. You are beautiful. Ever since that day, I sat down to think about that. I told myself that the judge is my Lord. If He has created me this way, then I shall see beauty in it, regardless of what the world, of what social media, what these social media platforms speak about beauty. Did I stop using social media? No. I'm still active, watching reels, using Snapchat filters, but I had a positive perception about myself. I had a positive mindset over my thoughts and my actions. I knew I needed to love myself, even though I would spend a good amount of time over social media. Okay. How did I get this positive perception? Even though I've spent a lot of time on social media. Number one, I looked for role models. These role models that encouraged natural beauty spoke of loving yourself just the way God has created you. These role models where I saw beauty in their actions. Thank you all so much for listening. Thank you all judges, and thank you all audience. I'm not getting down. Relax. Okay.
Well spoken, Iqra.
Thank you.
However, if you see what the question was,
Okay.
you are a counselor.
Okay.
What advice are you giving to these girls? Now, you told us to pretend that we are all young girls in pink and yellow and red. You did that. But I felt that you were talking more about yourself.
Okay.
What advice would you give someone who is going through this? It's very nice to add a story about a personal story.
Yeah.
But what's the take that these girls should take when they are going through low self-esteem? They are feeling ugly, they are feeling unloved, they are feeling bad. What would you advise them to do? You reached by self-reflection. Everybody cannot do that.
Yeah.
So, what advice are you giving us when we feel this?
Okay. So, I'm going to give you all one advice, and that is, it's going to be that I think what is important that sometimes we feel like life is a journey that we're battling on our own, which I strongly feel like it's important to have a right support system, to have friends, to have family that make you feel secure, that make you feel enough, that make you feel that regardless of the way you look, you are beautiful, you are amazing, and there is nothing that is going to put a stop to that. Nothing, no one's words, no one's negative comments is going to bring you down. So yes, have a positive support system. Family, friends who are constantly reminding you that you're beautiful, you have ability, you have potential. So yes, look for friends and family that make you feel that way, not the opposite.
I guess the other question that I am sort of building on what she did by earlier asked, is there any way that social media can be used for positive reinforcement, and do you think that should also be part of the advice that, yes, there are a lot of negative implications, but what are ways in which social media can be used for some positive reinforcement?
Okay. Am I still speaking to the adolescent girls? Okay.
You're speaking to an adolescent girl.
Okay. Pink dress. Okay. How? So I genuinely feel like, and I believe that everyone has talent within themselves. Okay? Everyone has been blessed with it in one way or the other. And you want to use social media in a positive way, right? First of all, I feel like you need to take time for yourself, figure out yourself, know that this is what I'm good at, and then from there, take off. If you're good at poetry, showcase your poetry. Let people listen to you. Let people hear you out. If you're good at addressing social issues, if you're good at speaking of various issues around the world that is taking place, go on social media. Use it in a positive way. Not for your benefit, but for the other people. Okay? And at the same time, you learn for yourself and you teach others. That's it. Thank you.